Hello. So, we're starting the episode off in the little sand factory that we made last time. So, in this episode, what I'm going to be doing is I want to start my Megabase build. So, for that, I've been collecting up a whole bunch of sandstone. So, this is actually my fourth or fifth run of coming back here and just grabbing as much as I can. I unfortunately left my shulker boxes, but that's fine. So we have our sandstone, and yeah, I just needed to show you real quick what I've done for the sand. So instead of having two auto crafters like I do in these corners, the other two, so two of the four sand dupers, I'm gonna be using for like a public server sand storage. So for people who need sand that don't want to go mining for it, basically, yeah, as much as they need, they can come grab some. It looks like people already have been grabbing some sand, so that's very nice to see. But basically, yeah, they just come down here and grab as much as they want. But yeah, the plan now is to well, I first want to work on one of my side projects. So I need to make a slime farm and a witch farm, and those projects are pretty close to where we are. It's pretty far, but I was able to find this double witch hut that I really want to, turn into a double witch hut farm. So what I wanted to show you here was I have a very simple slime farm that I AFK up there at. And so this is kind of based on an Ilmango design, I think, from one that I saw ages ago. And so what I did here is I just recreated it off of memory. But the basic idea of how it works is the slimes, they spawn here. Yeah, so the mushrooms actually give off a light level of 1. So everywhere where the mushrooms are, only slimes can spawn. So no other mobs can spawn above a light level of 0. So when I'm up at my AFK platform, the slimes start spawning because of the spawn radius of 128 blocks, which perfectly fits in this farm. They then travel down here where the bigger ones, like this one, they get killed by the powdered snow, and then the small ones they get killed by the campfire, and then the slimes come down here and they get auto crafted into slime blocks. So that's a really nice small compact system for when I needed all my slime. I mean, right now there's not very much, but I went AFK for a little bit and I ended up getting about a shulker's worth of slime blocks. So I'll show you the pricing and whatever in our little witch hut farm. Also, who has done this? Who has been placing all these things down? But this is my side project. So as you can see, there's a witch hut there and a witch hut over there. So these are perfectly like spaced out to where if I stand on this obsidian block, so this is the center point basically of the spawning sphere. If I stand on this obsidian block, both are perfectly in that 128 blocks radius. The only problem is I've been using TMT flying machines to destroy the ground here. So far we can kind of see the level to where we need to get to, at least the bottom of that spawn radius. Now the only problem is I've marked out kind of like the borders of that spawn radius. So there's that pillar there and then these 3. So we still have to clear out so much space. So all the way over here we need to clear out. Clearing out the stuff on land is not that bad, we just use a couple flying machines. But here the issue is the water. So what I've had to do is, get sections of the area kind of spaced out, and I've been using sponges to clear it. But as you can see, it's been a pain. So this project has kind of been on hold for a while. The reason it's been on hold is, one, because it's annoying me like really much, and 2, I also have my Megabase, which I need to get to. For some reason, the frogs have been pathfinding to this portal and sitting on top. I think it might have to do with like they're trying to pathfind to like the highest point, and so these two have just been up there and they haven't seemed inclined to get down. So now I'll show you the Megabase area. It's nothing too crazy. It's just a platform. But I'll explain to you my vision for it a little bit, and yeah, kind of what I want to get out of the area. Megabase. Okay, I started Megabase preparations. So I found a really nice location surrounded by all of these reefs. So what I have done already off camera is I made a little platform that's going to support the main structure for the Megabase, just as a little layout for me. My idea for this Megabase is I'm going for a kind of Atlantean theme. I'm going for like a sandstone and prismarine kind of build that basically has the style of, you know, the top of the Taj Mahal with those very big rounded like droplet shapes, kind of like that, but then in an Atlantean theme. So my idea is, for this central building, this will be my storage system, some small farms, whatever. This will be the main base, so this will be the mega base. Then surrounding this, we'll have like a bunch of roads that split off into some city buildings. Now, the city buildings I'll figure out when I get there. Right now, I just need to, you know, start working on this mega base. So what I've done already is I have this octagon set up, or at least what can resemble an octagon. You know, as a little bit of a platform, just a little base. And I have been grinding for so long to get all of these materials. Okay, that's empty. But I still need tons and tons more. Like for birch, for example, I'm going to need probably 7-8 shulkers, if not more. At the moment, I think I have 4 or 5. And then sandstone, these are all full of sandstone and smooth sandstone and a bunch of other blocks that I might need. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a huge build. It's going to take forever, but I mean, you got to start somewhere, so might as well start now. This is the basic layout of the of each of the entrances to our base. So my idea is it's going to be a 4-side symmetrical base. So basically a center point to our town, our city. And so it'll have 8 entrances, 4 on either of the axes, so the X and Y axes, and then 4 more on the diagonals. So basically what I want is, when you're entering the base, there will be a central like spiral staircase that works its way all the way up, but I want to keep it quite open. So what I'm going to try to do is have one really large room, so it makes you focus on the height of the building. And yeah, so I want you to be able to focus on that from all 4 main directions for the roads, and then also the sub roads coming out of the diagonals should be very nice. So as you can see, we have a lot more shulker boxes here, and as you can also notice, we have a lot more progress on this base. So unfortunately, the server updated, and I updated my game while like pretty much halfway through this project, or through the build. And so what happened was my mods got updated as well, which completely ruined my replay files. So unfortunately, I lost those replay files. But what I can do to appease those of you who enjoy the replay files is give you a little tour. So the main idea for this base is I'm going for a kind of cathedral vibe. Not Gothic, but kind of a little bit Arabian, Middle Eastern, that kind of vibe, with the rounded roofs and the kind of sandstone-y look to it. But the basic idea that I'm going for is Atlantean. So I want this to be a paradise in that it's surrounded by nothing but ocean, and it's kind of like a safe haven for people. So what I've done is this basic, the base itself is not anywhere near being finished, but this is about halfway to the progress for the main base. So this is going to be kind of the center point to our city. If we look at the map, we are completely surrounded by ocean for thousands of blocks. So this area is surrounded by 3 or 4 different coral reefs. About where these coral reefs are, so that's yeah, about 300 blocks, is going to be the starting of a kind of ring, a ring road, I guess you could say. And in that ring road, we're going to have a whole bunch of different districts. I know I want to have a market district. I know I want to have a residential, and then maybe an industrial and a farming. Those two could be fun as well. We'll have a bunch of small roads, but we're going for a kind of Atlantean vibe, so I still want water to be heavily incorporated into this build. At the moment, what we have is the basic framework for this build. So we have the walls, we have kind of the roofs. I am still missing a lot of quartz, so I want some quartz, you know, pillars up here, a little kind of dividing section right here. And where we have it now is pretty much one of the last layers before we actually put a big dome on top. I want to continue the spherical kind of roofs, and so for this top, I'm gonna have a big, pretty much semi-sphere, so half of a sphere on top of here. I think that could tie off the build really well. We might even have a spire on top, and these pillars will get kind of elongated as well. We'll put a semi-sphere on these pillars as well, and pretty much bring it full of life. Now, these are meant to be windows. I just don't have the glass for it right now, and I still need to put the a whole bunch of the finer details in. But yeah, that's the basic idea. Now, for the interior, I am obviously going to change the floors. This central area, the reason why I haven't filled it in, one, because I have to change the floors, I already said that. But two, what I want is a really big storage system. So, for those of you a little more familiar with my content, I do a lot of redstone videos, and so I really enjoy, you know, big storage systems, redstone-based shulker storage systems. So for that, what I'm thinking is we have a little indent, you know, kind of a square in the middle that basically drops you down into a huge shulker box storage system that I can basically rotate out automatically into a different set of items. So this will be my mass storage system, and we'll have that in this area. And yeah, I mean, for now, that is all the plans that I have with this build. I'm really excited to show you guys how it ends up, because it will be a very big project and a very big undertaking. But for now, like I said, unfortunately, I don't have the replay files, but I'll do my best to make the rest in replay mode. That'll be for next episode. But now, what I want to show you is Fivo's parkour. So Fivo has done an amazing job with his parkour area in the shopping district. And so I'll show you some basic clips from each of the runs. Yeah, I mean, there's 3 basic runs, an easy, medium, and hard, so he categorized them as bronze, silver, and gold. The bronze run I really enjoyed because I was able to speed run that, and so as I got, you know, more in tune with the farm itself, I was able to get some faster and faster times. That was really fun. And yeah, the medium one, on my first attempt doing that one, it was it was really exciting because I found a trader llama and I ended up actually bringing him to the end of the entire course. So I'll show a couple clips from there. And then the gold run was really hard. I think it took Cheese, another member of the server, 4 days to complete or something like that. I've done it a few times by now. It is a lot of fun and definitely a challenge. But I'll show you, I think, my fastest run. I think I have that on recording. It is absolutely insane, but yeah, I mean, we'll cut to that now. I think it's time to do some parkour. So Fivo made this amazing parkour course that I am very familiar with. So I've done a few runs of the hard one, but I lost my footage for that, unfortunately. Oh, nice, I have some keys. So we're gonna start the gold run, and yeah, it should be fun.
Hallo. Hallo, wie geht es Ihnen?
This door is so loud. I need to turn down jukebox sounds because I can't even hear you.
Sehr. Okay.
Must have been such a relief.
Okay. Just don't walk off it. Like, don't do stupid stuff.
Oh
That's
no.
all I want. Oh, hello.
Hey, Vivo.
I just don't want to do anything stupid, you know, like walking off the block.
Okay. Hey, Fivo.
Hey, Fivo.
You
Like
walked
this.
off.
You know, that's the one thing I don't want to do.
Oh my god. First try. Oh my god. Oh my god. And he does it first try. Oh my god.
No! I fell on the ladder again! What is this ladder?
Oh my god, that's like a 3-4 minute gold run. That's crazy.
Can you just do a thing?
Oh my god.
Just
I
run.
hate it wall so much.
And those are the sounds of defeat and
I just want
pain.
you to run. Like,
That
when
has
I
to
press
be
button, I want
the
something to
fastest
happen.
I or anyone else on the server has done that gold run.
Not this.
Oh, I forgot to write my name again.
I need to
Oh
specify
my
something
god.
good.
That's insane.
I need to
Let's go, and look at that. We have our own little custom statue. So this is actually here because I made all 3 levels. I was the first person basically to make all 3 levels. And so if you look at our book of champions, what is that? Five times that I've done it, and that makes 6 now. So what you don't know about these bundles as prizes is that Fivo gives away the absolute like best gifts. It is absolutely amazing. If we look in here, we got 2 ominous trial keys, some magma, some other stuff. We have a free beacon, pretty much. I need an ender chest actually. That's nice. Some rockets. This is new. He made some new ones. Okay, and we got a free beacon, a free key, so we get another free key, a trial key, so that's nice, and a dried gas. That is so sick. So here we have the Hall of Fame. So I was the first to finish this. And that was at that was on the 17th of last month. And these two got it on the 20th. A little bit of story about this llama too. So I did the entire silver run. My I think it was my second run on the silver one. Oh no, it was my first. My first run on the silver one. I found a llama somewhere down there, and I actually did the second half of it with the llama attached to me by lead, and I made it up here with him. It's so funny. Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm sad that a lot of the footage is missing, but and so here here is all our loot. We have 7 gold runs, 2 silver runs, and what is that? 9 regular, but I haven't really been keeping the regular ones because I started speedrunning those, and so I felt bad. And here we are again. So we are in our lovely shopping district. Like I said in previous episodes, for this build, it's really my place to sell items, or I don't really have a shop for yet. So these items, the resin, ooh, someone has actually bought some. The resin I'm selling for 2 diamonds per stack, for the bricks themselves. Then the They're both called bricks. That's not confusing at all. So the resin brick I'm selling for a diamond per stack, because it does require me to smelt some stuff. These are an absolute killer of a deal. 2 diamonds per stack. And then I'm selling the block of resin for 1 diamond per stack. Whoa, that has caught me off guard. Oh, I see. Okay, there's been a slight miscommunication, I think. I forgot to take these out. So there were 9 of these ender pearls in, so I'm just using these to mark how much each of the items costs. And so I think someone's paid 9 diamonds for a stack of blocks of resin. But it's just 1 diamond. So I'm gonna leave this diamond block in here and let whoever paid for that to come pick them up. And then we have 3 diamonds per stack of slime blocks. Those are the new addition to this shop, like I mentioned earlier. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this area. Alright, everyone. So, this is the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. It would mean a lot. And like I said, in the next episode, we'll have some pretty nice replay footage of the rest of this build. So that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. And have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.